Is your Instagram page stagnant or even losing followers? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 3-step process that I used that took me from losing thousands of followers per month to now gaining over 6,000 followers in the last 30 days. I learned this process through months of trial and error and ultimately damaging my page, so therefore, I know this video is going to save you tons of unnecessary wasted time and lost followers. With that being said, let's get straight into the first point. I remember being at a point where I wasn't enjoying running this page anymore and I felt like I had lost vision with where I was going with my page. I was no longer posting content to the page because I wanted to and more so because I felt like I had to. And I felt like my followers could sense this, and because of this I started getting decreased engagement on my page and I started to lose followers. Because I wasn't enjoying it anymore, I was just posting whatever and my page was just becoming like everyone else's and therefore it wasn't really standing out. And while this was happening for a little while, I was almost too scared to make a change to the page because I thought it would make the page even worse. And that was when I took a step back and realized that my page wasn't really portraying what I wanted it to portray anymore. Over time it just turned into something that I didn't want it to be because I was chasing engagement and views. I therefore started making changes to my page, and while a lot of my followers did unfollow because obviously ultimately they didn't follow for that type of content, I knew that it would be beneficial in the end because I needed to make a change in order to get my page to a place where it was growing thousands of followers every single month again. So if you're at a stage where your page is stagnant or it is even losing followers, try and take a step back and analyze whether your page is something that you are passionate about growing or whether you need to make a change to try and make it fulfill that vision that you had for it in the start. Now that in itself isn't going to be much help, so we're going to go ahead and get into step 2, which is going to be to look for new opportunities. Imagine you're at a theme park and you've just gone on the same ride multiple times and therefore you are bored of that ride. What is the next thing you're going to do? It's probably going to be to look for the next best ride that is also the closest to you in that theme park. With your page, it is the same concept. If you're making content and it's getting boring and you feel like it's getting repetitive and you're not enjoying it anymore, have a look around you and see what is the next best niche that is similar to yours that you can then go ahead and test out on your page. And another key point here is to look for niches that are doing well currently. So have a look at niches that have been blowing up recently, have a look at niches that pages have been doing well with. If we look at my page, Millionaire Aesthetic, at the very start, I was posting motivational videos that had luxury clips of fast cars and things like that relate to the millionaire in the name. And I was just trying to motivate people to go ahead and make that change in my life so one day they can live that lifestyle that I was portraying in the videos. However, over time with just chasing views, I ended up changing those luxury clips to then going ahead and changing them to nature clips and dopamine grabbing clips of people doing backflips and things like this, just purely because of the fact that I was chasing views and chasing followers and trying to get that engagement. However, when this was not working, I realized that this was no longer aligning with my brand, Millionaire Aesthetic. So I took a step back and decided to have a look at different niches that were doing well and seeing how I could maybe test them out and incorporate them on my page. And the next best niche that I saw that was pretty similar to mine was the old money niche, and it was doing really good right now and I thought it looked quite fun to grow a page in. This niche also fit perfectly with my page because of the fact that, like I say, it started off as a page trying to portray that luxury lifestyle to motivate people to go after that luxury lifestyle, and now I was just sort of sharing images for that lifestyle. And instead of it being old money, because my page wasn't really about old money, I sort of put a spin on it and made it about more new money, showing off luxury cars like McLarens and things like that, rather than showing off old vintage luxury. This therefore ticked 2 boxes for me. It aligned with my page and it was within a new niche that was performing pretty well. However, it wasn't as easy as I just started posting that content and it was doing well straight away. That is not the case, unfortunately, and that takes us on to step 3 of the process, which is to be consistent. I didn't do this at first and it made me lose even more followers and waste even more time. I was jumping from niche to niche and not giving each one enough time to actually work. And in this stage, I was always a bit scared. I started posting in a new niche and I was like, oh, this isn't getting views, it's not working, it's just going to damage my page, and therefore I would always go back. Think of it like this: you're at the cinema, you're watching a movie, and all of a sudden the movie changes. Do you think the people in the cinema are going to get a bit annoyed? Probably, of course, they're going to get a bit annoyed. Do you think some of the people in the cinema will leave? Yes, most likely some of the people in the cinema would leave. But if the movie then just continues switching halfway through every 30 minutes, everyone is most likely going to leave. Whereas if the cinema just left the initial movie that they switched to on, some people are going to stay because they might just think, okay, I'm going to stick out and watch this next movie. And also some new people might come into the cinema and want to watch that new film because they are interested in that new film. Once again, this is similar with your page. You need to give your followers enough time to warm up to the new type of content that you're posting. The ones that want to stay, the ones that leave, that's fine, they can leave. They're not going to serve you anyway if they're not interested in that content. And then at the same time, you need these new style of posts to do their work and gain more reach outside of your following to go ahead and get you new followers that are interested in this new style of content. Now, everything that I've told you in this video is useless unless you actually know how the Instagram algorithm works, as this is what ultimately allowed me to realize what type of content would do good on my page that could then help me revive my page. So if you want to know exactly how the Instagram algorithm works, then click on this video on screen over here. If you have any questions about this, then feel free to leave those in the comments, and check out my free Discord that I'll leave linked in the description. It has tons of things in there, such as free resources, occasional free calls with me, products, and more that are going to help you grow your page. Apart from that, I hope you all did enjoy and found some value in this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.